Autobots transform and roll out. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. I'm looking to raise on popcorn with Grant, everybody. Today we are talking about a movie. One of two movies tonight. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is the 7th Transformers film. Wow. And is the second prequel to the original Michael Bay series. The last one was Bumblebee, which is a series high watermark, which was directed by Travis Knight. But this one is directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who previously directed Creed 2, and quite well, I might add. And what is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts about? Well, the year is 1994, and but where we start the story is, the main thrust story is in 1994, but the main story begins half a millennia ago when a group of fellow transforming robots known as the Maximals, led by Optimus Primal, find their way in Peru, crash landing on our planet, and they, as it turns out, are the guardians of a mysterious doohickey known as the Transwarp Key, which will bring about the protection of which, or falling into the wrong hands of which, will bring about the planet-devouring robot Unicron, who and his minions known as Terrorcons. Coleman Domingo does the voice of Unicron, taking over from the late, great Orson Welles from the animated The Transformers of the movie. And then we pick up shortly after the events of Bumblebee, a few years after. It's 1994, and we meet our new hero, a young man by the name of Noah Diaz. He's played by Anthony Ramos of In the Heights fame. He is struggling from job interview to job interview to get money for his sick little brother and to help his mother out. And one night, out of desperation, he, at his friend's suggestion, decides to boost a car for some extra cash. That turns out to be a gray Porsche. And it's not just a gray Porsche, it's the Autobot known as Mirage, voiced in a scene-stealing turn by Pete Davidson. And very, very soon, he is dragged into the adventure with the Autobots. But he's not the only one. Also joining is a museum intern known as Elena Wallace. She's played by Dominique Fishback of Judas and the Black Messiah fame. Really terrific in that film, and also solid here, who knows a lot about the Transwarp Key and ancient languages. And together, they head to Peru for the showdown to begin. Will the Terrorcons win and destroy the world, or will the Autobots and the Maximals set aside the differences to save not only our world, but all the worlds? Let the robot crunching action begin. So, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is a, how do I put this? Well, I probably should start with this. This is the first Transformers movie I've reviewed as a reviewer on this channel. And so, let's put it this way. But I've seen all of them, and I will say this. My personal thoughts on the films. The Transformers the movie, yes, it counts. Phenomenal. Excellent movie. Michael Bay's Transformers, very good, but it gets slightly less good the further I am away from 13 years old when I saw it. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is pretty awful. Transformers Dark of the Moon is awful until the last hour, and then it's kind of cool. Transformers Age of Extinction is the worst. Transformers Age of Extinction is a nightmare. It's just 3 hours of just absolute... It was one of the hardest movies I've ever had to sit through. Transformers Last Night was slightly better than number 4, and Bumblebee is terrific. This is not as good as Bumblebee, but it is definitely a step in the right direction. There's not really a lot to say about this one. I thought the action was very good. You could actually see, for the most part, what was going on. Pete Davidson is terrific. Anthony Ramos is great as always. Dominique Fishback is great. Peter Cullen, of course, as the voice of Optimus Prime, is always, perfect. there are flaws with this movie, absolutely. First and foremost, it does fall a little sometimes into the trap of the Michael Bay films. Not in regards to some of the more egregious elements, but mainly in regards to the sort of chaotic plot. The thing I love about Bumblebee is that it was kind of a modest coming-of-age ET-esque sci-fi comedy that occasionally had action scenes. This movie is a Transformers movie. It is a lot of punching and fighting. The modesty is... The lack of modesty is felt this time. I also have to say, there are some corny lines, and there are some attempts at humor that just do not work. But, as a fan of this property and a child of this cartoon, some really cool scenes. One particular fight scene involving Bumblebee is just... It's a cheer-worthy moment of badassery. And the best thing about Rise of the Beast, quite frankly, is the final scene. And I can't say what it is out of fear of spoilers, but let's just say, if anybody is similar to the 9-year-old version of me out there, your heads will explode when the reveal at the very end of this movie. That's all I will say. Right before the credits roll. It's perfect. I hope they make... let's put it this way. It's a sequel I hope they make. That is what I will say. But I'm not going to go into further. You're just going to have to see it for yourself. But it was phenomenal. So is this movie fantastic? No. Is it better than all the other Michael Bay films? Yeah. Is it as good as Bumblebee? Hell no. But it is good enough. I liked it. It was a good movie. I recommend it. And I'd walk 2 blocks to see it. And that's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give Transformers Rise of the Beast 4 out of 5 stars. It's not a perfect movie. Bumblebee's a 5-star movie. This is a step down. A pretty, actually big step down. But it's not on the level of the Michael Bay films. Or it's better. It's not on the low level, of Michael Bay. It's better than that. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Let's close the book on it. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So, trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Get on to the next review. What do you say? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Talked about it, looks good. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, talked about it, looks good. Blue Beetle, we talked about it, looks good. Gran Turismo, talked about it, looks good, I guess, although it does also look like a PlayStation advert. Oppenheimer, talked about it, looks good. The Flash, talked about it, looks good. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, talked about it, looks good. And was there shawarma? Yes, there is a scene during the credits. There is nothing after. So that is, so that's it. That's Transformers Rise of the Beast. That's it. We'll be back right after this for a review of Mending the Line. That is the other review for tonight. Then we are going to call it a night. Tomorrow we will have back-to-back reviews of The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster, which is the new horror film co-produced by Shudder. We'll be seeing that tomorrow. We will also be seeing, and this movie I bet none of you have heard of, but we're seeing the comedy The Country Club, which stars Elaine Hendricks. I don't know anything about it outside of the very short trailer I saw. Could go either way, but we're seeing that tomorrow. Saturday, we will have a review of the documentary Close to Vermeer, and then Sunday, we will have a review of the Hulu and Disney Plus original film Flamin' Hot, about the maker of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love L-Class Business. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want emails or reviews, listen to other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at RaisedOnPopcorn with Grant, Twitter at RaisedGrant, Instagram at RaisedPopcorn with Grant, Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Serialize, all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Transformers Rise of the Beast? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Big mouth, extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.